Now, for us to solve problems in motion, physics is all about solving problems. Now, we have some three equations that we use to solve problems. And so those equations, we are going to derive them now. Now, the first thing we need to know is this, that I said the other time that velocity is distance over time. And so we are saying this, that velocity is equal to distance, which is s over time. And then this can also mean that s is equal to v times t. So we are saying that s is equal to vt. Now we can write this to be, so we are saying that s, which is distance, is equal to average velocity over time, that is v plus u over 2 times t. Now this is average velocity times time. Now v is final velocity and u is the initial velocity, t is time, and s is distance. This is our equation A. Now our equation B that we are going to use is acceleration is equal to change in velocity over time. Our change in velocity is final velocity minus initial velocity over time. That is our what? Equation B. Now, for us to get our first equation of motion, all we just need is equation B. So for us to get our first equation of motion from equation B, so equation B is A is equal to V minus U over T. Now, if you want to do this, you cross multiply. So we have AT is equal to V minus U. Now, we want to continue from here. So we have, if we want to do that, we take U to the other side and it becomes what? Positive. So we have U plus AT is equal to V. Then we say V is equal to U plus AT. That is our first equation of motion. Now, to get our second equation of motion, we already have equation A and equation B. So the first thing that we need to do is to make T the subject of the formula in equation B. So if we want to do that, we just say, we cross multiply this. So we have AT is equal to what? V minus U. So if you want to make T the subject of the formula, you divide both sides by what? A. So therefore T is equal to V minus U over A. Now let's say this one to be equation C. Let's say this to be equation C. So T is equal to V minus U over A is equal to equation C. Now let's solve T for V minus U over A in equation A. So what we have here is S is equal to V plus U over 2. Remember the bracket. But instead of us to write T, I'm copying out equation A now. But instead of us to write T, we write V minus U over A. Then we put the bracket. Now, what we need to do is just to do a simple multiplication. So our S is equal to, if we multiply it, we have V bracket V minus U plus U bracket v minus u all over 2 times a is what? 2a. I just did multiplication of v plus u times v minus u, so this is what you get. Now, so what you have is s is equal to v times v is what? V square. V times minus u is what? Minus uv, plus u times v is what? Uv. U times minus u is what? Minus u squared, all over 2a. Now this cancel this out, this cancel this out. If you cross multiply, you have 2a times s is what? 2as is equal to what? V square minus u square. When the u square goes to the other side, we have u square plus 2as is equal to v square. So v square is equal to u square plus 2as, and that is our second equation of motion. Now, for us to get our third equation of motion, what we need is equation A and equation 1, the first equation of motion. Now, what we need to do is to sub v for u plus at in equation A. So what does that tell us? Is what? S is equal to what? V, we have u plus at plus u all over 2 bracket t. So S will give us u plus u will give us what? U plus u will give us what? It will give us 2u plus at bracket t, this one over 2. Now, so our S is equal to what? 2ut plus at squared. 2u times t is what? 2ut. 80 times t is what? T squared all over 2. Now we have S is equal to what? 2ut over 2 plus half plus at squared over 2. So these two cancel this out. So this one is S is equal to what? Ut plus, now this over 2 can be written as 1 over 2 at squared. This is our third equation of motion.